the lead for the battle is on. Randall.
Look at this.
Went to the outside at turn 3, and he'll have the inside at 4. Can he make this move stick? The first time all season he's been able to get to the lead there ahead of Lloyd. He did lead race 2 to the checkered flag, but we all knew he was going to be pinged for the contact that was made with Jimmy Vernon, but now he has got himself to the front on his own merit, and that was a great move. Went around the outside at 3 to set himself up at 4, and did so with very strong braking. The difference between these two cars, he got a fresh set of Hancocks on the left-hand side, and it paid off.
Yeah, 6 tyres for the weekend, Chad, so electing to run his 2 fresh tyres for race 2, which is a good strategy, because he's starting at a pole for the last race off his qualifying time, and Jordan Lloyd electing to run his fresh 2 for the last. So it's going to come right down to the wire as far as points go for the round. At the moment, there is a point between the two of them. Look at this.
You're not getting up the inside.
Getting the slipstream right around the outside. He goes down. Can he make it stick?
Oh, that was close.
Just.
Leeds did a great job not hitting him then. There was millimetres in it. How they didn't hit each other, I won't know, because Bro was pretty aggressive in trying to come and make that turn. Leeds wants the outside at 4.
Wheel to wheel.
That's the latest he's breakdown there so far. Can he get up the inside at 5? I don't think so. And Rowe has snuck back into 3rd. Awesome racing. He set that up beautifully down the back straight. Oh man, boys are having at it. This reverse grid stuff's good cape. I like it.
The other thing too is we weren't sure whether with these cars there would be a big slipstream effect. We've noticed they get a nice tow, but then when they pull out, the cars hit turbulent air and stall, and that you don't continue the pass. But it looks like by this race, as the first race, we've seen a lot of that slipstreaming working, where they've been able to tow all the way past and make the pass stick, which is great.
So Nick Rowe, a very successful kart driver in his junior career. Talking about a man who's not even 18 yet here. So much so that he even picked up one of those world titles over in Supernats in Vegas. Battle on for position here. This is Jordan Love up behind, right up behind the back of Will Brown.
Look at this.
A couple of AGI teammates, Sydney-based team. Love will pull back in behind his teammate and go down the short chute. Vernon might be able to pick up 1 or 2 spots here if he's clever about it. Kind of like Craig Lowndes yesterday in the first race. Just, that wasn't what Lowndesy did. But no, he's got the job done though.
Love's up the inside here and he gets shuffled back. So Vernon's a little bit of experience paying off there. So you'll notice the white number plate background versus the 2 yellow. So the yellow being a rookie, having no more than 3 circuit racing meetings at national level under your belt coming into the championship. So there's the yellow of Drew Ridge. And of course, Vernon with the white number plate background, having competed already in National Formula Ford before stepping up to F4 this year. Back on board with Leeds. Nick Rowe runs wide. Leeds not quite far enough to take advantage of it, but he should get the tow here. So let's have a look. You'll watch that the car starts gaining speed. He gets in right behind the gearbox, pulls out. So Rowe's put a hole in the air for him and he's able to slingshot past. And look at that.
He brakes later, but he brakes maybe just 1 or 2 metres too late. Rowe gets the drive, but he won't have the sit at turn 4. Fantastic pictures looking off the right-hand side.
Now he chases the tow.
Oh, that was very nearly a mistake. He thought about going to the inside and then aborted that move at the last second and just missed the back of the 96. And this has brought Harry Hayek into the picture. 3rd in race 1. He sits in 5th now for Team BRM. And he's also got Tom Gretsch coming along for the ride. That is tight down at turn 6. The IQ option car having one of his better races. Still coming to terms. Was strong in testing, but hasn't quite shown that pace in competition quite yet, but it's coming. He's focused.
And they've smashed the lap record by 9/10 of a second in this race. So cool conditions, fast track conditions, and 11.78 for Thomas Randall. So it was a 12.6, the lap record yesterday's race at about 1:30 in the afternoon. So Randall really flying. A couple of subtle changes perhaps to the car overnight. Not a lot you can change on these cars.
And Vernon will not quite have the opportunity pass there. We saw him making some of those adjustments, Cam, especially with the wings in practice and qualifying, trimming them out or maybe trying to get a bit more to operate through turns 1 and 2. Vernon all over the back, and this is 3 AGI Sport cars going at it, so Adam Gotch and the crew down there will be thinking, okay, boys, go at it, but be careful.
Right round the outside at turn 4. I don't think I've seen that yet. Through turn 5, you have to go single file there. Will he try the underneath move? You can see Will Brown checking his right mirror. He's driving defensively. He's actually left a little bit of room there. So Jimmy Vernon gets through, but this has opened up the door also for Jordan Love, who has a run onto the front straight. So now Jordan Love gets through as well on Will Brown.
Oh. Look
at Love, he's looking very racy.
That was not the place to do it, but it could have been enough to at least fill the mirror and maybe put him off. I've been impressed with his speed across the weekend. Unfortunately made that mistake in race 1, but has been trying to make up for it. Drew Ridge has come for the ride as well. Maiolo and Goddard having their own battle in the background. Hard under brakes. Will Brown
takes it back.
Good racing. Really good stuff.
Great racing. So who says that reverse grids promote crashes? So far, it's actually been the most entertaining race of this championship so far, which is fantastic. So just talking about the changes in the cars, there's 3 different types of springs you can run. A soft, medium, hard, and they're 200 pounds of spring rate difference each change. You can adjust the rear wing. They have adjustable front and rear anti-roll bars, but that's about it. You can't adjust the shock absorbers. A little bit in ride height, and but just little subtle changes that can make a difference. Even 5 or 10 mil of ride height in these cars does affect the grip level. And of course the sway bars, they can't adjust like the V8 supercars inside the cabin. It's something they've got to do out of the car in between sessions. And just those 3 different types of springs or spring rates that you can run.
Whoa.
Lloyd running wide there.
That's the
half
closest.
A car off the road.
I was going to say it's the closest we've seen him come to making a mistake all weekend. Maybe just a lapse in concentration, because it's not like he's trying to push to close on the leader here, because it's the last lap. And Thomas Randall made the choice to throw fresh left-hand tyres on the car, considering the 66% of the corners here are right-handers. It makes sense. And it was good enough to help him get around Jordan Lloyd and get to the lead. He used those fresh lefts to go the long way at turn 3 and make the move stick down at turn 4. And now he has just 1 corner left. He won the race 2 in Townsville, but we had a feeling he was always going to lose it, courtesy of the contact that was made on the restart with Jimmy Vernon, but no one's going to take this one away from him. Last corner, Thomas Randall, Dream Motorsport, is going to get to the checkered flag, and he's going to win his first Formula 4 race. He punches the air, and that's big because he's closed the gap in the championship a little bit, which he needs to do after having a bit of a torrid run up in Townsville. And the battle for the points for the weekend, just 1 point in it between himself and Jordan Lloyd, but it's going to be all about the last race, which will happen later today. That was exciting the whole way through. His teammate Lewis Leeds comes 3rd and sets the 2nd quickest time of the race, but there's another race to go. It'll be Randall and Lloyd on the front row for that one, and it'll be Lloyd who has the fresh tyres. That was good.
Great racing, the wheel-for-wheel action, and again, it just shows for 15 to 18, 19-year-olds, they've got a lot of racecraft experience already. So Randall from Lloyd, Lewis Leeds, Nick Rowe, and Harry Hayek continuing his consistent run inside the top 5.
Yeah, Lewis Leeds and Hayek will battle for that final spot on the podium a bit later on. Goddard, Maiolo, Sip rounding out the 13 drivers we have here this weekend.